Hi, welcome back. I'm Annie Skizzlebash. Thank you for tuning in. Today, let's talk about rituals. Now, what are rituals? Rituals are activities and behavior, actions and behavior you do on a consistent basis, right? And let's talk about first the science behind rituals, right? Now, there was one experiment published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology. 3 researchers, one from the University of Colorado, one from North Kentucky, and one from, no, not North Kentucky, North Carolina, and the other one was from Kentucky. Now, they published this research where they asked these participants to take part in this game. They were betting, they had to bet on the computer. It was a game, a card game, something like blackjack, that sort of thing. They had to bet on this game, and their objective was to beat the computer. Right, now here's what would happen. They were shown their cards, but then the computer would flash in like a fraction of a second, 0.03 is the words they use, so think like a blink of an eye. They were flashed a word which was an acronym to either betting or passing. Passing means, no, you pass, you don't. Betting obviously is betting, right? And here's what happened at the end of the experiment. Here's what happened. When the participants, oh, by the way, the participants were told that the words being flashed are to distract you. It's got nothing to do with the bet or anything like that. It's purely a distraction. But the result of the experiment was when the participants' cards were kind of ambiguous, they were neither strong or weak, when they were flashed, when they were primed a word which was an acronym related to betting, they're more likely to bet. So this experiment shows that even when you're told that you're being primed, but they were told that being primed, and they said they were told to ignore it, they were still influenced by the flashes of words that were shown to them. So what this experiment shows is that we're still primed by our environment, and this happens everywhere. Wherever we go, we are constantly being primed, unconsciously, even consciously, by our environment. Now let's look at this power of rituals, how it works. Now, an area where it works really well is in sports. Sports psychologists, when they've analysed the elite athletes, like the athletes at the top of their game, they all have rituals. Why? Because as you know, in sport, a millisecond can make the difference between a win or a loss. And you often have unfair, like especially in tennis, or all sports, they have these scenarios where maybe there's an unfair call, but you have to persist. If you dwell on that bad call, like you've probably seen tennis. I know when I used to watch tennis, John McEnroe, when he had a bad call, oh my God, he would tank the next 2 games, play awful, right? So elite athletes have rituals. For example, Bjorn Borg was well-known in his time. Now I'm showing my age. He was well-known. He had this ritual. Whenever he had a bad call, he would flick his racket round twice so that it would spin round twice, and that was his way of resetting himself. And another great example is rugby. The All Blacks, they have this dance called the haka. Everyone knows it. They do this amazing ritualistic dance, and one of that dance is they're looking at the sky, and that's their symbol to be present. And another example, there's this Australia's golden girl of swimming. Her name is Stephanie Rice. She has this elaborate routine of swinging the arms 8 times, flicking the goggles, all these sorts of things. And again, it's all to kind of reset herself, right? So it's used powerfully in sport. All elite athletes use it in sport as a way of resetting themselves. The Chicago Bulls, their ritual before a game, they'd all stand together in a circle and meditate. So why do these rituals work? Well, psychologists revealed that rituals have a causal impact on your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. You're more likely to make a greater effort, which improves your results. Rituals serve to recalibrate your attention. It sharpens your focus and your abilities and your execution. And they also help you with emotional stability. Which is why the elite athletes use it too. They need to take charge of their emotions. It's the ones that take charge of their emotions that operate at the elite level. So rituals help calibrate your emotions as well. They help you create stability, because especially when you're faced with uncertainty, when uncertainty is up ahead, which mostly it is, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're doing your own thing, but the world is changing so much now. It's especially important for you to get some sort of stability. And that's how rituals can help. It's been proven scientifically that it can help you. Okay, so now that we've established rituals work scientifically and so on, so what kind of rituals do you do? I'll share with you 3 rituals you can do. So you can start today, and you do them consistently. It helps you win the day. First, I call them blissful moments. Blissful moments, where you simply think about 3 moments in your life today or yesterday that you're grateful for, that made you really happy, that were really good. And it could be something as simple. I always include nature. Nature is always something natural as one of them, and something to do with people, and then something to do with my work, as what I'm doing. I always pick at least those 3. So nature could be something like my cat. She's a natural thing, or the sunrise in the morning. The sunrise in the morning is so beautiful, right? The sunrise comes from one side, but then the sun reflects on the buildings and the trees on the other side of our house, and that's where I sit. My wife sits on the side with the sunrises, lucky her. But I get to see this gorgeous sun, these hues of orange in the morning bouncing off the blossoms. It's so nice. So that would be one thing. And my cat sitting on my lap and purring is just, it always brings me joy. Or my wife making me some coffee, anything like that. Or in my work, I get to sit here and serve you and make this video for you. It's just, those are moments of bliss for me. So every day I recommend you to write 3 moments of bliss that happen within the last 24 hours, so that and what this does, it trains your mind to start looking for what's good in life, right? Because our environment is constantly feeding us all the negative things. So this flips it. It trains you to look for good. So the second ritual would be to visualize your goals every morning. I imagine, someone like you've got goals, right? I thought so. So if you've got these goals, I recommend that after you've done your moments of bliss, sit down and look at your goals. There might be ones that you have to achieve in a week, 3 months, 3 years, 10 years, whatever they might be. I usually recommend doing that, a daily, weekly, annual, and so on. And I just take literally 30 seconds, 1 minute, to visualize these. It doesn't take long to do that. To run a videotape in your head, just start with 30. If you haven't done it before, getting started and doing it is better than not at all, okay? So that's the second ritual. It's visualize your goals. The third ritual is movement. Do some sort of movement, either stretching or yoga, or go for a run, or cycle, or jumping jacks, whatever it might be. But get some movement going, because movement does help your emotion. Something as simple as even dancing. Get a list of songs that make you dance. Just dance like a 5-year-old, and for 3 minutes just dance like no one's watching. I promise you that will make you feel really good, okay? So movement is important, right? So those are the 3 moments of bliss, visualizing your goals, and movement every morning. 3 rituals helps you seize the day, helps you win the day instead of the day taking over you, okay? Thanks for listening. If you found this useful, please share and please subscribe. If you have a question, pop it in the comment box below and I'll answer it in an upcoming video. I'm Anise Kizilbash. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here. My mission is to awaken your potential. Bye.